Am I actually live, YouTube? Am I? I don't know. Hello, everyone, aka the 0 people that are here. Please, not that you can let me know yet because there's no one here, but please let me know if my fan is too loud, if I need to shut that off. I would love to keep it on, but if it's messing with the audio, then such is life. I'll just have to be a sweaty mess for y'all. So, hello everyone. Hello to Sarah. Hello to Piper and Doe and Rosa and Suzy Q and Nicole and Taryn and Kayla and Jade and Rocky Shell. Hello. May, Jacqueline, to Linda, Sherry, Rosa again, or another Rosa maybe. Hello everyone. Hello. Paula, thank you. We've got one person that. Oh, and Taryn also says can't hear the fan. Great. It's just a little mini fan, but I always like to, make sure. Jade, you're welcome to replying to your tweet. I love talking to you guys. So thanks for expressing interest in me doing a podcast. I wouldn't have enough to talk about, and I feel like I would just get too nervous all the time thinking about like what I'm saying. Am I going to say something wrong? Am I going to trip over my words? Am I going to get misconstrued? Am I going to I would just be I'd be kind of a mess. So, Christine, what are we talking about today? I don't know. It's up to you guys. Whatever you want me to talk about. I don't have much news, if any news. Mainly just been chilling like normal. I'm actually I can't. I'm not flexible enough. On a yoga ball, this is difficult. I'm wearing pants, okay? So if you need me to get up, I can. Oh, Leaping Lily, thank you. My hair looks great. Oh, I was feeling like it wasn't looking so great, but thanks. Definitely still a little wet, but it'll dry eventually. But yeah, yes. Laramie says bonus pants. Exactly. So if you guys need me to get up and get anything, I can without worry. So yeah, what's the weather like? Cloudy. It's been a very cloudy, gloomy week this past week. I did not make my necklace, Emily. No. It's so cute though. It's just my webcam, so it's not going to focus or anything, but it's a little fat cat. It's a little fat cat with a little glass bead body. It's so cute. My mom got this for me. I think she was in Hawaii when she got this years ago. I feel like this was my Christmas gift or one of my Christmas gifts from her, like the first year I was living in Boston, maybe the second year. So, oh, you guys, you're so sweet. Thank you. Calling me pretty and stuff. Favorite makeup brush brands, probably BH Cosmetics. Their Pro brushes are great. Real Techniques brushes are great. e.l.f. brushes are great. Some of the Sephora collection brushes, so long as they are synthetic, because I personally just don't like using animal bristles. But yeah, I would say those are my favorite. Yes, Laramie, thank you so much. Says, I seem to be in a better headspace. Is my mental health on the upswing? If so, yay. Kind of, yes. I mean, I would definitely say I'm on the upswing. I mean, just because it has been gloomy this past week, I feel like, it definitely affects my mood. But I'm just, I've been doing my best to just be better, mentally. Making that choice when I wake up in the morning, have a little dance party while I'm cooking breakfast. That's been nice. Oh my gosh, you guys. What have I done this past week? I've watched Jujutsu Kaisen. That's what I've done. And I've read the manga. That's what I've done. That's like 2/3 of all I've done. It's all of the hype. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my, I mean, I've been putting it off because, I guess I don't even know when the manga first started. At least a couple of years ago. Yeah. But the manga or the anime was just from last year. Mappa did it. They also did the final season of Attack on Titan, and they are very good, especially at fight scenes and stuff. And oh my gosh, this show. I usually tend to stray away from the really hyped shonen anime because they tend to be just that for me, but not all the time. You know, there have been exceptions. I loved Naruto when that first started, you know, got way too drawn out. Needed to end years before it actually ended. But hey, make your coin when you can. And something just fell over under my desk. And then Full Metal Alchemist. I feel like those are the two main ones that I'm like, I get it, the hype and everything. And so I've been hearing so much about Jujutsu Kaisen, like everyone's talking about it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, whatever, it's probably not great. Guess who's eating her words? Guess who's eating her words? Oh my gosh. And it's actually not like too hard to catch up on. You know, there's just the one season so far of the anime, so 25 episodes, right? I think I'm on like episode 21 or 22. And then the manga, I think, is on like chapter 140 something. So, oh, you guys aren't seeing this, but quite the comment. Let's get rid of this person real quick. Let's see. There we go. Jade says Tokyo Ghoul is amazing. Okay, that's one that's also really hyped, and I've never given it a shot because, oh my gosh, there's a puppy in the window. That's actually a big puppy that looks like a big retriever, and it's howling. Oh, cute. Anyways, but yes, Susie Q, you have to at least try watching Jujutsu Kaisen. First off, I mean, the opening and the outro songs and animations, at least the first two. The second two are okay, but the first two are so hype. They're so good. Like, if you like some jazzy, snazzy dance music type stuff, especially the first ending, Lost in Paradise, oh my, that song has been on repeat. Plus, the animation for it is just so like cool, and I don't know, it's just all so hype. It's so good. I watched the first episode, and I think I watched like 8 episodes the first time I sat down. I mean, I think I sat down to watch it on like Tuesday or something at like 9:30. I was like, I'll watch an episode or two before bed, whatever. That turned into a late night because it's one of those shows where you're like, okay, just one more. Okay, just one more. How about just one more, though? That's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. I'm going to cry so much. Don't worry, I won't spoil anything. But I don't know if it'll be in the second season or if it'll be the third season. I mean, it's such a long arc in the manga, even. I guess I don't even know what chapter the first season went up to in the manga. But when they do the Shibuya arc, the incident arc, I mean, this is the kind of author who has no qualms, no regrets, no nothings about killing off main characters. Like, and that's all I'll say. I'm not going to spoil it, but yes, plural, and yes, main. Like, my poor fragile heart is going to cry so hard when those characters get killed off in the anime. Oh, it was hard enough in the manga, but anyways. Kimberly, thank you. Says I'm looking amazing. You're so sweet. Oh, my eye is very watery. I think it's from my fan, but it feels so good. It's warm in here. Monique, main characters? No way. Oh my god. I know. It's one of those ones where you can't ever let your guard down. Because some series, it's like, whatever, you know, like, yeah, it's this big battle and like this favorite main character of mine, it looks like they're going down, but like they're a main character. They're not going to die. And they don't in a lot of series. But this series, nay. get ready for your main character to be annihilated in the saddest way. Oh. But yes, that's about all. I know someone someone just commented. I missed the comment. But I know I saw that someone was or someone asked about The Promised Neverland. That's another one that I have been wanting to watch that I haven't watched yet. Oh, and My Hero Academia is also really hype that I love. That's shonen. Okay, so maybe I just need to watch a lot of series. St. Jimmy says, show us your nails. There you go. They are getting long. I'm at that point where they're long, where I'm like, I'm kind of annoyed with you, but I also think you look nice. So do I cut you? Anyways, Susie Q says, yes, season 1 of Promised Neverland is amazing, but not season 2. Yeah, I feel like I've been seeing that a lot on like the different anime review channels. Sorry guys, my eye is really watering all of a sudden. But a lot of anime review channels, I feel like I see thumbnails all the time where it's like season 2 ruined the Promised Neverland and blah blah blah. So that's unfortunate. Does it follow the manga closely? Like, was that expected, or did the anime production studio ruin it? Any favorite shows other than anime? Oh, absolutely. I mean, I love any kinds of trashy reality television. Right now, they just started Unexpected again. They had taken a break. Oh, thank you, Laramie Simpson. Thank you so much for the super generous super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. You say, love your channel and your realness. Keep up the positivity and general silliness. Your Instagram live was amazing. Yes to a podcast. Well, thank you. Thank you. That was quite the experience, but I don't really want to bring that up. But anyways, thank you. I appreciate it. I've definitely still been thinking about putting together a Patreon where I would have extra things, like I could do more vlogs, or I could do kind of like maybe podcasty thingies that I just feel like, wouldn't do great on YouTube. But maybe some people would be interested in. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But oh, Sam, thank you. Thank you for the fighting puppy. No message, but thank you for that. I appreciate it. Oh, Jade, thank you. Says, believe in yourself, Cassie. I'd join Patreon for sure. Yeah, I just... So yeah, I thank you. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Noob, I see you. Hello. Try not to spam the chat, please. Let's see. What have you watched over and over again? Zora says, you keep watching them over and over again. It's like I memorized what she's going to say. Something of mine? Uh-oh. Sorry if I'm predictable. Hello to Jess. To Mudzinmin, I just butchered your name. I apologize. Says, can I tell why and since when I'm a vegetarian? Thank you. Your channel is lovely. Well, thank you. That's very nice. I've been a vegetarian. I don't know the exact date that I started. It was sometime around the new year, because so like, what a strange marker. But I was living with my dad, so I just moved back from Boston. So that was in 2015. And I remember around Christmas time, I think, or sometime in December, I had a fight with my dad. Right before having dinner, he had made us burgers. So I was still eating meat then because I was going to have a burger with him. But then I got in a fight with him and I couldn't eat. I was so upset. So I remember that was around Christmas, New Year's time of 2015 going into 2016. And it's around then that I started not eating meat. Not because of that fight. I just, like I said, it's one of those random markers. So I would say like 2016, I started being a vegetarian. So it's been like 5-ish years. And I mainly started for a mixture of health concerns. I've always, growing up, I've always struggled with digestive issues, I guess you could say, or bowel issues. And so I heard one thing that can sometimes be a cause of that. Oh, and also acid reflux. And so I had read, I had tried a bunch of stuff that I had read online that could fix those things. But then one other thing was that people said meat can really contribute to acid reflux and constipation. And so I was like, you know what? I'm willing to try anything. And so I cut out meat and, watched documentaries and all that stuff about the meat industry. And it just, that like broke my heart. And also cutting out meat like completely changed my digestive system. Like I rarely, if ever, get acid reflux anymore. And I'm very regular. So it's that was why I became a vegetarian. I can't ever, it would have to be like a zombie apocalypse fighting for my life type of a thing for me to start eating meat again, because I just can't, I don't know, I can't make the disconnect anymore between the animal and the meat. But either way. Am I on Clubhouse? I don't even know what that is, Brittany. But so, no. Oh, good, Pamela. I'm so happy to hear that. I should share more recipes. Your family loved the Alfredo with asparagus. I'm so happy. That's so great. Mike wants to know if I still eat dairy and eggs. I do, not a ton. I'm trying to think. I rarely, if ever, buy dairy products. Like, I feel like the only times I eat dairy is if I'm getting takeout, or eating out somewhere. Although I suppose that's a lie. Doesn't like Alfredo sauce and stuff have dairy in it? So maybe I do buy some dairy, but I'm thinking, like milk, I never buy milk, just almond milk. Cheese, I don't buy cheese. That sort of stuff. And eggs, I do eat. I make sure that they're free range and like local, but I don't eat them a lot because they also can cause me to be constipated. So, Steph, thank you. You loved my Bujo video. So glad to hear that. Just my favorite brand for a meat substitute. I love, if you still eat eggs, the Morningstar stuff is really good. I think they're the ones that make the they've got like breakfast sausage patties, sausage patties. And then also I think they're the ones that make those Grillers Prime veggie burger things. They're so good. I think those are both Morningstar. And then also Gardein. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Gardein, I think it is. They make great like veggie crumbles and like chicken tenders and that sort of stuff. So those are my go-tos. What question did I miss? I'm sorry. What question? I'm sorry. Is it Me says, I'm so curious. I feel like she's ignoring the questions. I'm not. I can't speak and read at the same time. So if I'm answering a question, I can't really be reading the questions. Ooh, honeybee. Ouch. Says 5 Beyond Meat patties cost $40 where you live. Yeah, I don't ever buy those. I mean, for me, I just don't even care for like the Impossible and Beyond stuff because I don't need my meat to look like meat or have the texture of it. So, um, so that's that. That is that. Have I watched the 2 new My Hero episodes? No, I didn't even know. Like I said, I've been so focused on Jujutsu Kaisen. I didn't know they started making them again. Ooh, that's exciting though. That's very exciting. Hello from Ireland and Danish. Well, your name is Danish. Oh, itchy nose, itchy nose. Any questions? Will I make any more Stitch Fix videos? Of course! I get one every other month. My next one, I think they said, is supposed to be here on Monday. Yeah, it's the 11th. I think they said it's supposed to, well, so tomorrow. If somehow something gets shipped on a Sunday. I should watch K-dramas. I could. Yay, Courtney, you caught me live. So happy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bonnie, how's the hair growth thickness? You're beautiful. Thank you very much. I mean, my hair is, I feel like I'm kind of at a standstill with it. I mean, it just kind of is at this point. It's never going to get thicker. Like, that's just not, I've always had thin, fine hair. But I do think, it's doing good. Like, it's definitely healthy. So that's all I can. Wait, today is Sunday? You're right, Ellen. Oh my God. Yeah, no kidding. I'm doing a live stream. I do my live streams on Sundays. Oh my gosh. That's quarantine life for you. I don't know what day it is ever. Thank you, Honeybee. You recently looked back on my videos from when I traveled to London and you thought they were entertaining. Hope when the world situation is safer, you can make some more travel vlogs. I would love to. I would love to. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes, Kyra, I have absolutely watched Naked and Afraid a lot. I love it. Or at least I used to. I remember I got into that show back when I was living in my friend Armin and Jacob had come to visit me, and we were just looking for something to watch on TV before going to bed that night. And we were looking through, and I think, in the TV guide, it just showed Naked and, for the title. And I was like, what the heck is this? And so we clicked on it, and it's Naked and Afraid. And we're like, what is this? And we watched it, and I was hooked. So it's a good show. It's a good show. Am I with someone or happy single? Kind regards, Lucy. Well, thank you. You as well. I am alive. I'm still talking to Guy a little bit, but not a lot of it. And so it's such a weird time this whole past year has been such a horrible and weird time to be dating. So I'm just not trying right now, basically. But I'm okay with that. I'm definitely at a point where I've either come to terms with being alone and or what will be will be. Am I doing any cross-stitch projects at the moment? Heck yes, always. I'm still working on my Gen 2 Pokemon cross-stitch. I feel like I'm semi-far. You want to see it? I'm wearing pants. I've got to get up to do something. Look at pants. Hote, I am back. Hello. This time, when I did my first one, I did all the black stitching first. And for whatever reason, this time I said, no, black for last. Did I just fall? Yes. Not completely, but I tripped over a cat toy. But yeah, Gen 2. We're getting there. It's a work in progress, but we're getting there. I finally made it to the bottom, which is exciting. But yeah, the top is much more fleshed out because I was thinking I was just going to do, like sections first, like top third, middle third, bottom third to completion. And then I just didn't. But you can start to see some of them, Ho-Oh's pretty good. Lugia, you can tell there's Suicune and Pupitar, and yeah, lots of friends. They're all coming in. Little Dunsparce. Yes, Rocky Shell, I did frame the other one. It is hanging up elsewhere. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I certainly like it. It's an enjoyable hobby, that's for certain. It keeps my hands busy, so I like it. And then you get a beautiful piece of art that you created afterward. I need to tape up my box, though. Do we remember these old Sephora Play boxes? Am I also knitting? No. I think I tried knitting like a scarf once in like 7th grade. Never really stuck. Yes, Robin, it's a pattern. Oh my god, definitely a pattern. I did not create that. If you type in epic Pokemon cross stitch, you should be able to come across all of the different generations. If I'm still single in a couple of years, would I consider being a single mom? No, because in a couple years, I doubt I would be financially stable enough as a single me to provide for a child. So, no. I wouldn't be opposed to being a single mom in general. But in 2 years, no. Maybe in 10. Although, is that a bad stigma? Is that way too old to be 41, almost 42? Wait, I'm not even 31 yet. I'm aging myself. But, ooh, that's a hard question, Missy. Oh, sorry. I've got a comment, a strange comment. We'll get rid of that. Let's see, where'd it go? Missy says, random reality TV question. Who is worse? Chris from Married at First Sight or the dude from Temptation Island? I know I can't remember his name either. Oh, there's nothing wrong with being 43 and a mom. There's nothing wrong with that. I just know, at least when I was growing up, it was like I don't know. I don't think it was ever looked down upon or anything. It was just like weird if your mom or your dad was like, if they had you over the age of even 35. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. And for me, oh my God, I would never have been equipped for a child before now. And even now, so I think being older is better. But at the same time, I kind of understand just like the thought that, maybe having kids younger is better because then, less fertility issues for the most part. And then also you have a bit more energy to keep up with a kid. But yeah, I have nothing against older parents for sure. Yeah, Ellen, your dad was 42 when you were born, and growing up, kids always were kind of rude when they found out how old he was. Yeah, it's weird. Why does it matter? I don't know. I think it's one of those things where kids just look for anything to ostracize others about. Like it's real dumb. It's real dumb. But yeah, Sarah, there's pluses and minuses for both sides, I'm sure. Oh, thank you for the little black cat sticker in the super chat, Jessica. I appreciate you. And then going back to the question at hand, who's worse, Chris or that guy from, I can't remember the guy from Temptation Island's name. It starts with a K, doesn't it? The guy that had the threesome and is awful. Well, we came here with no rules, so like that means I can do whatever I want with whoever I want. Is it Kendall? No. Either way. Who's worse? They're both awful. I don't know who's worse. I think Chris. I think I'm going to go with Chris because Chris seems to think he's a good person. Temptation Island guy, I don't know that he thinks he's a good person, but at least he doesn't like, well, he does kind of like just try and justify his actions, but like he's pretty straightforward about it with his lovers, like to his girlfriend, you know, like he pretty much straight up tells her he's a horrible person and that if he wants to sleep around, he's going to. I mean, not in those words, but like I feel like that's kind of the vibe and what he does. But Chris, I feel like says he's a good person and what? Like I didn't do anything wrong and blah, blah, blah. That's the impression I get anyway. So I'm going to say Chris is worse, but they're both awful and I don't like either of them. So that's that. Thank you, Joy. You like my sweater? I got it from ThreadUp a long time ago. Many, many years ago. Ugh. Ooh, Rose, you want to know my top 3 foundation picks for summer? You're trying to figure something out. New to try and you have oily skin. Well, oh, is it Kendall? Didn't I say his name might be Kendall? Sometimes I remember things. Am I going to say hi to V? Is she here? V, are you here? Did I miss you? Did I miss you? Vienna, you are here. Oh, hello. I'm sorry I missed your comment. Welcome, welcome. You're liking Temptation Island right now too? Yeah, this is actually the worst season, I think. I don't know. I'm just having such a hard time connecting with any of these people. And I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I connected with anyone from the previous seasons of Temptation Island, but I at least could like remember their names and remember things about them. But like this season, they're all so generic and pretty unlikable that I'm just like, and don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying it. But yeah, if you haven't watched the other 2 seasons, watch them. So yeah, but foundations, my favorites really any time of year are probably going to be these guys. The NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation, and the Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation. Look at that. I'm so, like, that's how much I love this foundation. I love mixing these 2 together. So these are probably, yeah, sorry guys. I know I bounce between questions a lot. I don't do it on purpose. I just, oh, what do I think about 2 Bachelorettes? And you have watched? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Puke. Puke. We do not talk about Evan in this household. I hate him so much. I always hated him. I feel like I've talked about this before. So sorry if this bores anyone, but like Evan, I don't think I have words, but even just hearing his name makes me angry. I hated him from the second I saw him. I pegged him. I was like, I know exactly what kind of person you are. You are absolute nasty trash. I don't like you. Yuck. And like like just the crap that would spew from his mouth, it's just like, ugh, like, ugh. Like how, and I should listen, it's, I shouldn't say how can anyone be manipulated because like it's anyone can be manipulated. I'm sure I have been manipulated by people in the past as well. But at least watching it on TV anyways and not being in person with him, that's all. I'm just like, how are you believing this guy? No, but like that's, it happens. And I felt so bad. Was it like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Maybe it was the last time I did a live stream I talked about it, but like I just had found out. I'm trying to think of why I was thinking about this. I think it was right before the start of this season of Temptation Island. There was like a pre-interview with one of the couples and then Casey from the previous Temptation Islands, and Mark, the host, was asking them, giving a preview of the new couples for this upcoming season and asking them whether or not they thought the couple was going to make it through. And so since Casey was one of them, I was reminded of all of that. Thank you, Camilla. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. You didn't have a message with it, but I do appreciate that very much. I lose my train of thought so easily. But yeah, so Casey, because I had seen after I watched the first season with Morgan and Evan, I had seen on YouTube that they had a channel together and I just wanted to puke everywhere. I couldn't watch any of it because I just hated them. Like puke, 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 puke. I mean, I don't know that it's fair for me to say because like it's all TV and whatnot, but it's one of those things where any of the singles, not just Morgan, but any of the singles that go onto that show, it's like, I don't know how. Now, granted, also the couples that go onto the show, it's like, it's not that I think they're bad people. I question why anyone would want to go onto that show. Not that that gives anyone an excuse to cheat or anything. But then, like, the singles, their literal purpose of being on that show is to be, for lack of a better word, a homewrecker. Like, their main goal is to break up a person or break up a couple. Their main goal is to be the mistress or the, I don't know what the male equivalent of a mistress is. But, like, I just don't get it. Like, how could you go onto a show wanting to do that? I don't know. It's all TV, so what do I know? But either way, blah, 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 blah. So I knew Morgan and Evan had a channel and like they were getting married and whatever else. I couldn't watch them because I hated Evan so much. Like I could not look at his face ever or listen to his voice ever. I hated him. And so I wanted to check though when I saw Casey and like she's doing great. I'm so happy for her. But so something in me was like, I want to check and see if Morgan and Evan are still together because puke, I hate him. I don't want him to be happy. Is that horrible of me? He's a horrible person. Like, I feel like whether he's on TV or not, he seems like he's a horrible person. And it was confirmed in that I saw Morgan had deleted all of the videos off of their YouTube channel, and all of the videos she has up now, it's just a handful of them, are her like exposing him and how awful he is. And I just watched like all of the 2 or 3 hours of Q&As or whatever that she did on it, telling these stories. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, I can't believe people like this exist. And I feel so bad that like they treat people like that. It's just gross. It's just gross. I don't know where I was going with any of these stories. But yeah, I just Aw, thank you, April. That's so sweet of you. You were wondering if you could donate to me from the UK. You love my channel, and you're so thankful to have found me after a really rubbish year. You're the light that made me feel better. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yeah, I don't see why not. People, I mean, no one, you never have to donate anything. Nobody does. But I've gotten super chats from different places, you know. I know I get Canadian dollars, and I feel like I've gotten a couple other that I like don't even recognize the currency, but yeah, I think so. Jessica says I could make another channel where I discuss trash TV. You wouldn't watch it, but lots of people are into that. Are they? I don't know. Oh, is there a random cat hair on my mic? Are there many? Oh, sorry, that probably made awful noises for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have just done that. God, I wasn't thinking. Ooh, V, you're watching Married at First Sight on Hulu. How far in are you? Are you on the current season? Yikes. Ugh. I don't know that any of the couples are going to make it, honestly. I'm trying to think. Chris and Paige, no. I hope not. God, I don't even... I'm so bad. There are so many trash television shows that I watch that I can't remember their names because it's new people each season. Is it Georgia and somebody? The dogs? They've got... Everyone has dogs on this show. Oh, no. Who... Oh, she's really cute. She's an engineer, and she's with the guy, the bald guy with the beard. I can't remember their names. They're cute. I hope they make it. Oh, Virginia, not Georgia. Thank you. Yes. But yeah, I think those are the two that I think will make it. Is it Chris and then the blonde? They're having problems with intimacy. I don't think they're going to make it because clearly they have very different... I don't know that expectations is the right word, but they definitely show love in very different ways. So I think they've got very different love languages. Is there anyone else? Oh, and then the big buff guy. Is it Jacob? Jake? And Haley? They're not going to make it. No way. No way. I don't know what people are talking about. Rocky Shell says my podcast could be about trash TV. I mean, maybe. I don't know that I have. I mean, maybe. I guess I've probably just spent the last like half hour talking about trashy TV. I guess I'm so... That's one thing I need to work on. I feel like I've been working a lot on like my body image and that sort of a thing, and like embracing my body for all the lovely things it does, and like to not be so mean to it regardless of what it looks like. But I really need to work on thinking about myself as being valuable in general, like that my opinions are valuable in some sort of way. I think that's the hardest thing. That's one of the hardest things for me. And like why I haven't ever started a Patreon or something is because I really don't believe that are we really going to talk about worth here? I have a really hard time with worth. So Emma says, my first date vids have helped you. Oh, that's great. You're normally a take him home first kind of girl, but you inspired me. I did it and it went well. He called me stunning and we kissed, but that's it. Awesome. I'm not sure I quite understand the way that was worded. So you usually like to get physically intimate on the first date, but I inspired you not to? Well, listen, like you can do whatever you want. I mean, it's really a matter of comfort levels. It really is. And how you like to express your romantic feelings. But I mean, I'm glad I've helped you somehow. Like, that makes me happy. I just would never want you to like change yourself or anything, you know? But I hope things go well for you if you continue seeing this person. Oh, okay. So you were too nervous and it wasn't working for you. You tried my way and I'm so happy. Yeah, I mean, if you don't feel like being physically intimate with someone at any point, be it right away or further down the line, you don't have to. You know, like it sucks that it can sometimes lead you to a breakup, but that just means that person wasn't right for you. And vice versa, you weren't right for that person. And it sucks, I know, but um you know, you just have to stay true to yourself, and I think that that's the best. Oh, good. Oh, that makes me so happy that it wasn't in a bad way at all. I helped your confidence. Now you feel like he thinks you're funny and all of that, and not just that you're only good for physical sex. That's great. That's great. That's really great. Yes. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I hope things go well for you guys. And if anything, you know, have a good time. As long as you're two consenting adults and you both respect each other, do what you want. Physical touch, no physical touch. It takes all kinds. This world takes all kinds. Laramie say that finding worth in yourself is difficult, but you learned that at the end of the day, we have to look ourselves in the mirror and be good with who is looking back. No one else should hold your worth. Yes. Thank you. And yes, I agree. I just have trouble doing that for me. But it is something that I try and get better at. I'm trying. It's going to be a long road for me. And I think working on one thing at a time is kind of more my roadhouse. So like working on my body confidence and self-love with body confidence, or body, I don't know, the whole body positivity thing I feel like has such a bad rap nowadays, but acceptance anyways. Self-love. What mic do I use? Ugh. This one, the Toner TC777. Got it on Amazon. It was on, I think normally it's not expensive at all, but I was, for whatever reason, the day that I went on looking for a microphone, it was on sale for like $17, I think. So that's nice. Yep, Delaney, you lost a lot of weight and you've maintained it for a year, and it's only now that you're starting to realize the person who was in that before photo is still worth the world. The mind can be an enemy. I know, it's really hard. And it's one of those things where it's like, you know, at least for me anyways, you know, trying to grapple with, am I losing weight for the right reasons, or am I working out for the right reasons? Am I eating a certain way for the right reasons? Because if my goal is just to be more societally, what's the word? Celebrated, or if the general societal male gaze approves of me, accepted, there's the word I'm looking for. Like, if that's the reason why I'm trying to change my body in some way, that's no good. And that's not going to make me happy, even if I achieve that goal. So, like, what I need to work on is looking good for me. Like then I can be happy no matter what weight I'm at and what I look like. Because especially like looking back, sorry, Fig is in the process of dealing with a hairball. Sorry if you can hear that. But yeah, like looking back on my weight journey, it's like no matter how thin or heavy I've been, at my heaviest point and at my thinnest point, it's like I've never been happy. And so it's clearly not a problem with my body. I'm like, unless I've got to fix up here first, because that's where the problem is. It's not my actual physicality. And also just like being able to look back on photos and be like, God, like I look good, or like, regardless of what weight I was at, but like, oh, I look so pretty there, like, oh, I look so cute there, or whatever else. It's like at the time, I never think that. I look at a photo and I'm like, oh, gross, like I need to change this about myself. But then like looking back years later, I feel like I always am able to be like, oh, look how cute, nice, well done. So it's complicated, and I'm having a hard time getting my words out on this. But hopefully you get what I'm saying, where it's just like, yeah, it's rough. It's rough. Jordan, I do not talk to a therapist about self-image because I'm not seeing a therapist at the moment. Yeah, social media definitely makes it hard. Definitely makes it hard. Yeah, Veronica, you've been battling your weight for 38 years as part of your life. You're 58 now. I mean, I've been all my life since I've been cognitive, I feel like. I mean, I really have. It's been since I was, probably like before I was 10, definitely. I've always dieted and hated myself. And so it really, it's mostly up here because I can genuinely look at other people who have a similar body to mine, or, because like in my head, it's always been, especially just like, growing up and stuff, thinking that thin is the only way you can be pretty type of a thing, or the only way you'll ever be wanted. So like in my head, it's like, it was always that big bodies can't be beautiful. Wrong. Incorrect, actually. Because like whenever I look at people who are, thinner than me, obviously just because of how I was raised, like, yes, I think they're attractive. But like bigger bodies, I look at people who have bigger bodies than mine, and I'm like, still attractive and beautiful. So like, I should be able to say that about me too. Like, I shouldn't exclude myself from that. And so I'm working on it. I'm getting better. It's a long journey, but when you've been on that journey of hating yourself for decades, it's going to take more than a couple months to completely fix. So, thank you, Jay. Yes. Says, hey, you are aware and you're doing your best. Be proud of the steps you've made. Yes. Thank you. I try. I definitely try. How do I feel about Khloe Kardashian? I have no opinions on the Kardashians in general. They've never done anything for me. I don't like or dislike them, I don't think. Thank you, Miriam. It's very nice of you. Thank you for saying you love my videos. I appreciate it. Any good foundation reviews coming soon? It's hard to know. I don't know if the foundation's going to be good until I try it. I'm trying a new one today that many of you might be excited about. Finally testing the Apple Balm KVD thing. So we'll see. Today is day 1. Thank you guys for building each other up in the comments in the chat. I appreciate it. Oh, Hillary, thank you. Can we talk about how amazing my hair is? So full and gorgeous. Well, Cassie, learn to just take the compliment instead of tearing yourself down. Thank you. I'm going to just say thank you and not say, oh, it's actually blah, 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 blah. No, I'm just going to say thank you and accept the comment. Thank you. Thank you, VDub415. You love the vlogs. Maybe incorporate a mukbang after cooking in the same video. That is one thing that I have thought of. You know, if I did make a Patreon, one thing that would be really easy and fun for me to do, I don't know how often I would do it, but at least once a month, where I could, you know, spend the day cooking a meal with you guys in a live stream and then eating the meal with you guys afterward, you know, have like a weekly Wednesday meal date or a weekly Sunday sit down meal, you know. Ooh, it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday. Ooh, Caitlin. Woo woo, you're 35. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. What have I been doing for fun recently? I've been watching and reading Jujutsu Kaisen. I talked about that at the beginning of the stream, so I'm assuming you weren't here. But yes, definitely rewatch the beginning of the stream. I talked all about it. How's my mom? She's good. She is completely vaccinated, which is very exciting. I hope to get mine soon. Yeah, she's doing good. They moved recently, her and my stepdad. So I've also been knowing that I'm going to be moving out of this apartment anyways, but I'm trying to figure out, because they moved pretty far away from me, like 45-ish minutes. So I'm trying to think if I want to move out there, or if I just want to move closer, or if I want to be in the same city. I don't know yet. I guess it'll depend on what's available. Which brand am I thinking about getting? I'm assuming you're talking about the vaccine. I would take whatever. I don't know that I have any preference. Robin, thank you for asking. My back has been fabulous. I've finally gotten to a place where I am not in pain. Hardly ever. So, very, very good. Exciting, Andy. You got 2 foster cats coming this week. Woohoo! I hope you guys are a good fit. Come to Oklahoma. I'm not expecting to be moving out of state. But thank you. Yes, thank you, Miriam. Thank you very much. Back pain is the worst. It really, really is. I mean, I'm sure there are other pains that are just as bad, if not worse, but knowing back pain myself, it is awful. I will say that much, and quite debilitating. Have I ever been to Nashville? I have not. I haven't been many places, like a handful of states for sure, but especially down south. Been to Florida as a kid. Been to Texas because I have family that lives there. And also to visit my friend V. Have I been to any other southern states? Nevada, is that considered southern? I wouldn't consider it southern, but maybe it is, and I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think that's really, all I've been to. So, oh, Christine, you are a goddess. I don't know how people do long commutes like that. I mean, I do. I did them in Boston all the time, and I guess I just hate it so much. I like long drives when I'm not the one driving, but when I'm the one driving, I hate long drives. So, when did this chat start? Unfortunately, it started an hour ago, which means it's over. It's over. I'm so sorry. I like to keep these at an hour. That tends to be a good time, or a good amount of time for chatting. So I know, I'm sorry, Halloween Andy. I'm sorry. But my computer is gonna die anyways, and I just listen. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for joining me, whether it was just for a few minutes or if it was for this whole time. I don't know if anyone was here the whole time, but thank you guys. I appreciate you all. If you just got here and you want to watch, this will be going up on my channel, so don't worry, you'll be able to watch the replay. I know it's not exactly the same, but tis what it is, and it will be there. It just needs to take time to process, and YouTube, oh, God, I hate their new monetization check system. It's awful, and it takes so long. So hopefully it won't take longer than a half an hour to get up onto my channel, but I can't make any kinds of promises now with the new system. But it will eventually get up on my channel here. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jade. You also. Stay safe. Keep on pushing, everyone. Just like Jade said, let's all take their advice. And yeah, have a good week. There should be, I don't want to make any promises. Either new video tomorrow on my Collects channel or else it'll be on Tuesday. It's one of those, like, if you haven't figured out my schedule, I feel like I'm good about always getting a video up on Sunday. But during the week, I try to do Monday on my Collects channel and then Tuesday, Thursday here on this channel. But if I need an extra day to get a video done, I push it just a day. So instead of Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. So expect one of those. And then also Sunday, like usual. So either way, la 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 la. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day and a great start to your week tomorrow. And I think that's about it. As always, hope you guys are all doing well. Until next time, stay well until then. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye.